Hello, this is my final project for Movies and Religion. My name is Jaden Blue. The first movie that I want to be talking about is Mississippi Burning. Mississippi Burning is placed back when there was a civil rights movement because of racism. And it is based, or it takes place in a small town in Mississippi where racism is seen very plainly and clearly. The KKK is in the town, and there are three boys. They are all part of the civil rights movement. At the beginning of the film, they are pulled over by a police officer, and later on in the film, you find out that it's the KKK. And they are all three shot. The two boys in the front were white, and the boy in the back was black, and they were all three shot. The two white boys were shot because they were a part of that civil rights movement, and the KKK obviously did not like that. And basically, the whole movie is just about finding out who. These two white male officers come into town, a part of the FBI, and they are trying to figure out who killed the three boys, and they just assess that problem. A theme that I found in this film was corruption and murder, justice, fear. One of the ones that stuck out to me the most would have been faith, and you see a lot of that in the Black community, which is awesome. Even though their churches are being burned and their people are being killed, they still have faith, and that's one of the themes that stuck out to me the most. The second movie that I want to be talking about is Life is Beautiful. This takes place back in the Holocaust. Basically, the main character's name is Guido, and him and his son are taken, and his wife are taken to be put into a concentration camp, and they're taken to this concentration camp, and the father kind of hides the truth from his son, definitely hides the truth from his son, and pretends like nothing bad is happening, and he pretends like it's a game for his son. In the end, the main character, Guido, dies. He is shot, and the son hides away in this little box, and he survives and finds his mother again. Just a few themes that I saw in this were love, fear, hope, sacrifice was a huge one, family and humiliation, and hope. Hope was the biggest one that I noticed and saw. And then the third movie that I want to be talking about is The Schindler's List. And, another theme that I noticed in Life is Beautiful is obviously racism, along with Mississippi Burning. The third film that I want to be talking about is Schindler's List, and in this film is, again, it takes place in the Holocaust, and basically it is about this man who is German, and in the beginning he uses Jews and their businesses to get ahead in life and to make money, and in the end he ends up saving a lot, like thousands of Jews, and in that he became very respected and honored when he didn't need to. And I don't have a paper with me that I wrote some notes on during the movie, but in the film I do remember seeing hope. A huge one was sacrifice. Huge one was sacrifice. And and community and stuff like that. And then a theme that I want to use to connect all of them would probably be hope. Just because in all three there is constant hope. Nobody ever really loses hope in being saved, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel for each person. Well, not every person, but within each movie you see that hope in one or multiple people. And I would say that a religious theme that I saw in each one would be sacrifice. Just because in Schindler's List, Schindler sacrificed a lot. He sacrificed his safety. He sacrificed his money, just to help these people, this community of people who are being tortured and killed and having these horrible things happen. And he sacrificed pretty much everything he had to save them. In Mississippi Burning, I see sacrifice. With the two FBI agents that come in, I see them sacrifice a little bit of their reputation, just because in that time, a lot of people saw helping or being friends with the Black community as a bad thing, and they didn't care. They sacrificed their reputation by helping them. And then in Life is Beautiful, this one's really prevalent. You see Guido sacrifice his misery. He is how he's feeling. You see him sacrifice everything to make his son feel better about the situation. And then the way that these three movies have impacted me would just be the idea of hoping for a better tomorrow, because things could always be worse, and it is a little sad to think of it in that way, just because things are worse for other people. And but really thinking about like tomorrow, and just thinking tomorrow might be a better day, and the idea that there are people that have gone through a lot worse than me, and who and I'm lucky that I don't have to go through those things. Some quotes that I found throughout some of these movies would be, silence is more powerful than words. I heard that one in Life is Beautiful. Another one was, with the willpower, you can do anything. That one I really liked, just because it's true. If you really set your mind to something, you can do it. No matter how many times it takes, you will eventually succeed. Some that I saw in Mississippi Burning would be Oh, this one I really liked. Girls spend her whole life, or her whole high school career, wondering who she is going to marry, then spends her whole life wondering why. Now, that quote didn't really have anything to do with the plot of the film, but I did really like it, just because it did stick out to me, because really it's true. Even today, I feel like a lot of girls do kind of rely on that love, finding the true love or whatever to be happy. And they kind of make their lives about their significant other or something like that. So yeah, those are the three movies. And I mean, I said, just to clarify again, my connection between all three of the movies would be that hope, and also justice as well. Just because in each film you see justice being given to the people who are causing pain on others, and that was a huge connection that I saw between the three of them. Um, hmm. So yeah, that is my final project.